Good morning, guys. Today is, I believe it's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Hope everybody had a good sleep. So the reason why I'm doing not a live video on my phone is because where I'm at, the location, there's a lot of woods and there's no need for me to jump up with a live stream early in the morning because the location is so bad that everyone will be letting me know that I can't hear you, I can't see you, the video's buffering. So we can't do that. Good morning, guys. I just want to let y'all know when you come over here in these parts of the woods, I'm just going to set a disclaimer right now. So if you're sensitive to homelessness, if you're sensitive to homeless shelter activity, do not frequent here, okay? This is not your place of being. If you are sensitive to someone or me talking about homeless shelter living, if you're sensitive to me talking about the goings on inside the homeless shelter in America today, if you are sensitive to that type of content, this is not the channel for you. Do not come here if you don't want to talk about the homeless epidemic, the people that are sleeping on the street. I mainly cover homeless shelter activity because that's where I'm presently at right now. I am in the homeless shelter. I've been living in homeless shelters now for almost 4 months, probably 3 more so. But I'm just giving a disclaimer. If you are sensitive to homelessness activity, people living in their cars, people living van life, people living in trailers, campers, people living in the woods, because I cover all of this. I cover all homelessness topics, and if it's sensitive to your ears and you live in a big $500,000 home or $1 million home or $100,000 home, which probably doesn't exist anymore, but if you are sensitive to the nature of homelessness, anything, do not come here and watch my video because you're going to be thoroughly disappointed. Please do not come here and get mad at me for me talking about my experience. Don't come here and get mad at me for me just sharing what I see, what I hear in my journey. Please don't do that. Because lately there's been an uptick of trolls coming over here, badgering me, trying to bully me, push me into a corner, because the trolls really think that I'm going to stop talking about my homeless journey. I shouldn't speak of other people. I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't speak about my journey. I shouldn't speak about what I'm dealing with, what I'm going through. I should just stay silent and be grateful that I'm in a shelter and shut my mouth, right? But unfortunately, I'm not going to do that. Sorry. I'm not going to shut my mouth. I'm going to talk about my journey, and I'm never going to stop talking about it. I'm going to talk about it until the journey is over. And even when the journey is over of me being in a homeless shelter, because one day it will be, because I'm grateful, and I'm out here, I'm on the grounds, I'm doing the work, I'm doing what I have to do to get out. So now, since so many trolls have been bashing me, other trolls come in and they see the bashing and they want to bash too. Some of the comments I just left them there. I didn't even care. I'm not deleting every little comment that someone makes to me that I feel like is rude or out of the way or anything like that. Sister or brother, I don't even care. I don't even care, because you're not going to run me out of nowhere. There's nothing I'm doing here that's wrong. I'm not out of the community guidelines. I'm following the rules of YouTube. But, I mean, I am getting closer to monetization, so that's probably making people's underarms itch a bit. They're a little bit upset with me, and that's okay. That's okay. But I'm never going to stop recording. I've been doing YouTube for how long? Oh, my God. I have another channel that I started when I started YouTube, and it's been about 14 years now, and it's been a good while. I don't share that with you guys because now I'm getting trolled like crazy. This is why I really don't share too much of my personal life, like other things that are really sensitive to my heart. I don't share. People come in here and ask me questions. If it's a question I feel like I don't want to answer, I don't have to answer it, and I just ignore you. So, and some of the questions that you guys have, you might can just read the description. Like when you come into my video, there's a part under the video. It says description and details about what this channel is about. It might say a few little details or things about me, things that you don't even have to ask in the chat because you found it in the description box. Certain things you just don't come and ask the person that you don't know like that. Whatever I share is what I want people to know. Whatever I don't share is obviously I don't want to talk about it. So don't badger me and bash me. If you want to know something, you have to go look inside most of my videos because I talk about things. There's titles to a video. There's something called a title. So you have to go look at the titles of the video and then say, wait, I might get what I'm looking for in this video. She might be talking about this or that. So I'm going to talk about my homeless journey, and it's been a long one. It's been very long. It's been studious. It's been studious. It's been a very studious situation going on here, but I'm taking it all in stride. I'm doing what needs to be done. I'm not sitting over here crying like a baby, thinking someone's supposed to come and save me, because, sis, I'm saving myself, me and God. But there definitely is a big homeless problem. I'm sure when you guys, you know, if you're around in your local town, whatever town you live in, I'm sure it's homeless people there. You know, it's homeless people around. We exist. Of course, nobody wants us to exist, but a homeless person that's on the street, that's sleeping on the sidewalk is never respected, never treated like, you know what I'm saying? They treat homeless people like crap. I actually, even before I was evicted, I used to stop and talk to homeless people, you know, try to figure out what happened in your life. How did you get here? You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a story of how they got wherever they're at in life. Sometimes people suffer homelessness from, you know, losing a spouse or losing a job or losing their house. I lost my mortgage. I couldn't pay because my wife got sick and I had to take the extra money to pay for her surgery or pay for her to be in a nursing home or pay for her to get treatment. Like, we're all going through something. So we need to stop the bashing and somehow come together to help one another. And I know people are going to say, well, what are you talking about bashing? Because you're bashing. They now say I'm bashing my roommates at the shelter because I'm talking about them. I'm talking about the things that I see that they do that I don't agree with. I don't agree with. This morning, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, the baby starts crying. The mother doesn't want to get up to get up off of her sleep schedule to go get her baby a bottle. Your baby is crying because your baby's hungry. The baby wants to eat. Stuff like that. The staff members are not even up on top of. And y'all get paid to come here and babysit us? But nobody's doing their job. It's a comparison between this shelter and my last shelter. My other shelter was strict. And a lot of stuff they wasn't going to play with. I mean, there still was girls doing stuff. But this shelter right here, they'll let the girls stay in the bed all day. They'll let the girls stay in the bed all day. And y'all don't make nobody at this place responsible for too much of anything. I guess if they're getting welfare, they got money coming in, you can tap into that and take some of their whatever. But I just see a lot of laziness, a lot of lazy behavior. Jesus, that would have went down the wrong way. Excuse me. That would have went down the wrong way. So yeah, I'm not really able to do like a live stream down this road because I'm really far back in the woods. And a lot of people would be saying like, you know, it's buffering or whatever. But it's going to be a beautiful Wednesday. I hope the sun comes out today. It's not raining or anything. It's not raining. Looks like it's going to be a pretty clear day. So when I went to the shelter, I went to the office this morning. Because every morning I wake up, I have to go to the office and I have to sign out. It's like this form I have to sign just to say like I'm going to work or whatever. What time I'm signing out or whatever. So I always do that. The lady at the desk, she seemed like she had an attitude when I asked her. I said, what time is it? She pointed at the clock, like right there. So I was like, okay. So I just did that and left because I didn't ask for breakfast or anything this morning. Because when I asked for breakfast, like the last 2 mornings, they always had an excuse of why there was no breakfast for me. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. I could have took it, but I didn't want to ask her. I just didn't feel like being let down again, because they normally be like, oh no, we don't have anything this morning, sorry. I bet y'all got something for them school kids to eat. Like, I don't know what they're doing with the breakfast food. I don't know, maybe the staff is eating it. I have no idea. But I really don't care. It's not like I'm going to starve or anything, but you know, if it's a shelter, we do deserve to have a platter. Y'all do tell us when we come in the door that, you know, you get breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. So, I mean, where's my breakfast? Where's my brekkie? But I don't want to push nobody's buttons because people are devious like that. Because someone that's devious, they might get your platter, the breakfast platters, and tamper with them, if y'all know what I mean. So I don't even fight. I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting the activity. Because you sit here and mess with one of those staff members that'll sit here and do stuff to your food. So I'm like, nah, I'm good, baby. I don't trust none of them. I don't know why. The last 3 days they were like, oh, well, we don't have anything this morning. I mean, the last 3 days, this is the third morning that, well, I didn't even ask her this morning, because the last 2 days I asked for breakfast and they were acting like, oh, well, there's nothing left. So this morning I didn't even bother to ask. I didn't even bother. I didn't even bother. So the girl yesterday in the room, I don't know if her kids went to school yesterday or not. I believe they probably did. And hopefully, you know, she'll get them up today and send them off to school as well. Excuse me, y'all. I usually don't carry myself in this kind of way with the bourbon and all that stuff, but I'm sorry, my water went down the wrong way. So again, I'm not really able to live stream too much in the morning because of where I'm at, like my location. So I have to just do a quick 15-minute good morning video and just leave it at that. I didn't get no coffee yesterday. I'm not getting coffee today because I have to work a 9 to 5 at my job. And that's that. Do I want to work? I'm not going to say do I want to work a 9 to 5. I like working 9 to 5s because I'm able to get my day over with. So I do enjoy that. I can get my day started, get it over with, get it out the way. Getting out here before all these school buses arrive, you know what I'm saying? But it's going to be a great day. I didn't go to the gym the last 2 days. I actually really let my body rest this week, which is amazing for me because I normally don't do that. So I normally be trying to go hard. And I was in the bathroom today when I was brushing my teeth out. I sat down and I was doing the yoga move while I was brushing my teeth. I went down low and just sat down and stretching my body a little bit while I was brushing my teeth. But when I woke up this morning, I went to the bathroom and somebody was in there, so I had to use the other stall, which is weird. They only have one bathroom, one commode. Isn't that what they call a bathroom? A commode. They only have one commode. In the other bathroom, they have 2 showers, no commode, and two showers and 2 sinks. But there's only 2 bathrooms in that whole building. So I'm like, oh my God. I mean, I think with all those people in there, y'all should have maybe more than one, you know, maybe more than one, but who am I to say? Who am I? You know, I'm just a person. I'm just a girl. I've never been to this lake. Never been here. I gotta turn around. I turned down the wrong road. Ain't nothing bad about it. But I had a good night, y'all. I slept pretty well. I got back to the shelter last night about, I would say 9:30-ish. Yeah, it was probably like almost 9:30. Yeah, it was around 9:30. Got back there. Just, I didn't take a shower last night. I just washed my face, washed my hands, went to the bathroom, and I went to sleep. Like before I got to the shelter, I was at my sister's house. I stopped past there. I had to get some mail from her. Sat there and chopped it up with her for a little bit, and then it was over. And the whole thing was a wrap, honey. But good morning, everyone. I'll talk to you guys soon. I'm at my 15-minute mark. I just wanted to say good morning to everybody and let everybody know how my night went. I usually always come on here and talk about it. Had a pretty decent night. I'll talk to you guys soon.